As queer men since our early childhoods, we know that something's different about us. And normally that would be okay. Different is good. But people usually don't view different as good when it hints to someone being gay. I remember that I was consciously aware that the things that I liked and enjoyed doing were deemed bad by the adults. He's a boy, why is he always playing with the girls? Why does he like girly stuff?
Your son looks like a girl!
At that age, we really don't understand what these things mean, but we all could kind of feel that they were insults. As we grow older and start exploring ourselves more and get more comfortable in our own skin, those comments people made start getting bolder and turn into being gay is a sin, you're going to hell, and such. And at this point, even if we fully understand what being gay is and how it is not a bad thing, constant exposure to negative comments can create a form of conditioning. The more someone hears negative remarks, the more likely they are to believe them and internalize them. And in environments where homosexuality is not widely accepted, gay youth and adults may struggle to find acceptance from their families and their peers. This lack of understanding and support, on top of the occasional hate that we get, can lead to feelings of isolation. Some might say, no, I didn't go through something like this. It does not matter. Even if only one of us went through this, all of us have. One of us getting hate crimed on the other side of the world is all of us' problem. And this is something that so many gays these days truly don't understand. To homophobic people, we're all the same. So when you hear stories like this, know that it could have been you. Anyways, back to the original topic. So by default, we as gay men are prone to loneliness. But that's not all there is to it. Sadly, on top of this, overall individuals struggling with depression and loneliness are more likely to seek external validation. So to be found more acceptable, to varying extents, most of us go into hiding who we truly are to dodge discrimination and judgment, which gets in the way of forming genuine connections. For example, you start acting overly nice, developing people-pleasing traits, where you undermine your own wants and needs in favor of other people just so they would like you, or turning a blind eye to homophobic gestures that some of your friends or family members might make. And this results in forming insincere connections. And the funny thing is, you won't even realize this. To you, they could be your everything, the best people you've ever met in your life, and you genuinely will believe that they are good for you. Once you get more experience in life and become more self-aware, you'll be able to recognize these insincere connections you've made over time, and possibly erase them from your life. But it is a really draining process, coming from someone who has went through it multiple times in the past. I think this is also what forces many of us into growing up early, and to be more conscious of ourselves and the actions of the people around us. Life is limited and we cannot keep making errors like this, going around and befriending the wrong people all the time. That's the most expensive mistake someone can make. This also explains why gay people have this habit of reading people, because it's necessary for our own safety and peace. Because reading is what?
Fundamental!
Being queer is a really lonely experience, but also a really eye-opening one. And that's why after some point, some of us aren't alone by circumstance, but by choice. Nietzsche worded it the best. I hate who steals my solitude without in exchange offering me true company. He ate that up. And I think most of us can relate. Now what's funny is that these days, not only we get hate from the homophobes, but also from some of the people inside our own community. But that's a topic for another video, because there's lots to unpack. But all of that being said, it's not all bad. Let's look at the bright side. The experiences we gain as we go through this lonely self-discovery journey as queer men are really valuable. Facing these challenges can toughen us up and make us understand others better. It's like a growth spurt for our personalities, building a strong sense of who we are and making us more empathic. And that's why friendships we form after this whole journey are priceless. This is why gay friends, even though some of them might be toxic at times, are ride or die friends. If you're in a gay man's close friend circle, he will do anything for you. At least I personally do. I also want to add that when I decided to cut these beaches off, I was like, enough. It's time for me to find some queer friends by being my gay authentic self online. And it led me to you guys. And you've been nothing but the best to me. And I really appreciate that from the bottomest part of my heart. The right people came to me just because I waited and embraced the loneliness, rather than fighting it by pushing myself to be more likable. Also, after I started posting gay stuff and thirst traps, as you guys know, some potentially homophobic people in my life distanced themselves from me. So it was a win-win situation. I hit two birds with one stone. Got my real friends and the remaining fake ones left themselves. Couldn't have been happier. And it was all thanks to the experiences that I went through that toughened me up. I really hope hearing all of this made you feel heard and less alone if you went through a similar experience as me. And yeah, that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, also please don't forget to tell me your opinions in the comment section, okay? Love you. Bye bye.